Welcome back to the Narrowboat restoration. In the last video, you saw me install the kitchen doors and drawer fronts, and Mike cut 2 walls for the hearth out of cement board. This week, I'm going to be building some storage for the bottom of the hearth, which can store wood underneath it, and I'm going to tile the hearth so it's ready for the stove to be installed soon. When Mike was here on the weekend, he helped cut the slab and metal edge that I bought for the stove to sit on. We also took apart what I'd built and adjusted the cement boards that he previously installed so that there's at least a 10mm air gap behind them to comply with the BSS boat safety guidelines. I just didn't film it, but trust me, the air gaps are now big enough. So that is pre-grout protection. This one is grout, wall and floor tile adhesive. The tiles I'm using for the hearth, along with the supplies that you just saw, were gifted by Claybrook Studios. So I just want to say a big thank you to them. I actually reached out and asked if they wanted to work together on this video because I fell in love with their tiles, and you can see why. Their range is stunning and I really struggled to choose a tile, but in the end I went for the Mozzafiato Manciano, I hope I'm saying that correctly, tile, because it's porcelain, which is recommended for hearths, and it's also just a beautiful design in neutral colours that will go with any colour scheme that we choose for the boat in the future. First, I planned how many tiles were needed for each wall and how many needed to be cut. Then I started manually measuring and drawing each cut line on the tiles, before remembering that we actually have another gift that makes easy work of drawing the same line in the same place on every tile. This laser level by Lasgu, and I hope I'm saying that right as well. So big thank you to them for this, it makes jobs like this so much easier. I'm going to put my poncho on because I'm going to be using an electric tile cutter and I think I'm going to get quite wet, so I'll put this on. Okay, so one of the things that I love and appreciate about Claybrook is the fact that they don't just sell the tiles that you need, and so many incredible tiles, quite honestly, but they also sell all of the stuff that you need to actually do the tiling with. So like the adhesive, for instance, this is going to be the grout that I use, and they also sent me this pre-grout protection, which does the job of protecting the porcelain tiles from staining from the grout. So I think, as far as I can tell with this, what I have to do is clean the tiles, which I've done already, and then apply it with a paintbrush, leave it to dry for 30 minutes, and then apply a second coat and leave that for 1 hour before I can grout. So I think what I'm going to do is apply this stuff, and then I'm going to have a tidy up because I need to finish the underlay in this room. I'm not quite sure when these videos are going up because I'm doing the hearth and I'm doing the flooring at the same kind of time, which means I'm filming them both around the same time. So in one video you might see the hearth being built and there isn't a floor, and then in the next video you'll see a floor and there isn't a hearth, or something like that. I don't know.
Get it on the wall first. There's no sense worrying about being particular until you have grout on the wall.
So I'm back at the boat to inspect the hearth and just measure up for some trim. There's just one slight issue. I couldn't get grout in the corner of the tiles to save my life, so I'll probably figure that out some other day. There are also some finishing touches that need to be made, but not today. So things like trim around the top of the hearth. The cubby hole at the bottom needs to be sanded and painted, and there's just little things like that, but they won't take that long to do. Progress update on the electrics. Let me just show you. Let me open the door for some light. Okay, so this is how the electrics are looking right now. Obviously not finished, but just to quickly show you, we made this mounting board so that we could mount all of the electrics onto it, and then the wires can be behind it. The inverter is going to go here in between the space and behind the mounting board. I hired a company called Tiny Build Electrics, which I would absolutely recommend. They are so good. Tom, who I think runs the company, is just so knowledgeable, and basically I hired him for a consultation, which was about 1 hour long, and also to create the wiring diagram for the electrics so that we didn't have to faff around trying to figure out exactly how to do this, because neither of us have ever done electrics before. His diagram shows where everything goes and how you connect it all up. You just have to follow the diagram step by step, and it even shows you all of the safety precautions you have to take and safety measures you have to take. So just wanted to mention his business. We've been running cables down this side of the boat. That side is done. There are some cables on this side, but there's also I want to say about 5 more cables to go on that side. But the great thing is that once they are all done and the wires are all up, then we can finally finish this ceiling and put the walls up and say goodbye to the spaceship look. Thank goodness. That's everything for now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching. I know that these videos haven't been as consistent in 2023, and it's just because, you know, I'm trying to prioritize more, and my priorities are my work, my relationship, this renovation. If you haven't been watching for the entire build, then you might not know Mike is not here all of the time. He's here 1 to 2 weekends a month helping me on the boat, and then for the rest sorry, and then for the rest of the time it's me here working alone on the boat, or it's me researching the crap out of the boat or ordering stuff. There's just a lot that goes into this. So yeah, and I edit these vlogs too, so that's why the vlogs have kind of moved down the priorities list, because I have a deadline for this now and I'm trying really hard to meet that deadline and get this boat livable by that point. I'm hesitant to say what the deadline is just in case I don't meet it, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I put out a video now, not on a schedule, just whenever there is something to show. So this was one big thing to show. I'll also give you a little sneak peek if you can see it. I'm not sure. There's a floor. Can you see that? There is officially a floor, so that'll be the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who has bought us coffees, and I will see you in the next one.